Yes, lads, welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone is well, safe, and all that stuff because the world is going to shit at the moment. So, a lot of it's happening across the world. Just make sure everyone is safe and yeah, don't be going out unless you have to and things like that. You know, it should get better soon. So, everyone that's in a tough time at the moment should get better. Stay safe and all that good stuff. And hopefully, you get to spend Christmas with your families. But with that said, 'cause it's quite important, right? And we're going with the FIFA topic now. So, inform Saint Maximin, right? Why I bought this car, why, and then why it went up, right? Because I bought this car for 194, starting for 227, which I got about 215k back, so we made about 21k profit. Why we made 21k profit is it's the pure fact that you've seen the trend this whole time, like people. It got leaked that Saint Maximin's card was coming out, right? I don't know what people thought, so they panic sold his inform for no reason, apart from they thought he's going to go down because the new one's out and everyone's going to buy that and off this card, right? Now, I've probably sold a little bit early. Have a look. I mean, maybe not, right? 221. I mean, I can imagine this card probably selling around about 230. He wasn't even this high before St. Maximin come out, so he may go up to about 240, let's say, but I can't see it going much more than that. And yeah, why this card got panic sold and went down? Well, the first thing is he's 5-star, 4-star, so he's really usable anyway. This card's an absolute crazy ass card. Everyone's going to want this card, but no one's got the million coins to spend on an 86 rated player come up to team of the season anyway. This card comes out, people are not sure if it's going to be SBC or this card first of all, and then it gets leaked, right, and then it's like a 90% chance it's going to be in the team. So people start panic selling their inform, but with his inform, there isn't a massive supply anyway, I don't think. And not only that, he dropped like I think like 25k quite fast. Right? There's not a lot of supply really. Think about all the people that play this game. 7 pages. So maybe not, right. So people panic selling it, but you see it time and time again. It's like with Jamie Vardy last week, Zaha the week before. Their first inform or their first special card will always get panic sold like hell. People then realise they won't get. So with like Jamie Vardy, people panic sold his inform because they're thinking I'm going to get his red ones in my foot champs. They don't get the red ones. They don't pack him in their team of the week packs. And then from there, they're thinking, well, I might as well just go and buy Jamie Vardy back because I didn't get the red one. Right? He's only one rating more and he's 200k more. Is that any difference? Go and buy him back, and then that's what a lot of people do, and they end up spending a lot of money. And you can see this trend, right? And you can kind of see this trend going on until so we go over here, right? Saint Maximin. I bought him yesterday when he was here. So he was sat around. I bought him about here. So I was expecting that as the day goes on, you get panic sold a little bit more. I bought him before work. He actually didn't get panic sold a lot, but he did like early, and I think Monday it was up a little bit, and then yeah, yesterday was probably the most panic sold. You probably got this car for about 185 yesterday in the morning. I should have bought loads. Right, I've got the coins to do it. I knew this car was going to go up, and I still hesitated. Right, still hesitated. I could have made easily 100 to 200k on this card if I just bought loads of them, but I bottled it. But yeah, it proved out to be right. It proved out to be right. Right. You've got Jamie Vardy. This happened with, right. Jamie Vardy's card comes out. When did this card come out? Probably what? 16th of December. Is that right? If we go on here, yeah. So last week, right? 16th of December. So we'll go and have a look at this card. Now it probably won't show it as much detail, but it will, right? So you've got right here. So Jamie Vardy sits 174k. He bottles it straight down and bottles it again, right? And he's on the 3 days later, right? 124k. He's probably lower than that. If I'm honest with you, that's like an average. I think this card hit like 115 to 110. I think he hit about 115 to 110 something like that, and then he did go back up to like 135. Now, these are just average prices, but 124 there. He did hit a bit lower than that. It happened with this card as well, right? I think this card was 400 something K, went down to 408, and now it's back up to 428. This kind of happens. You've got Zaha here, which this might not happen on every card, but it does happen on a lot of cards, right? Zaha comes out when? Like December the 9th? That's a Wednesday, right? December the 9th. So this card gets panic sold to hell. So we're going to have a look at this card here. 130k, right? It's about 100 something K Friday. Goes down, obviously, Saturday, Sunday. And then goes down to 130. It's back up to 139. And then obviously he drops. It will drop over time, but you've got that initial weekend rise where he will be up just because people can't go out and afford. They might think they can afford a Zaha at the time, they actually can't. It actually goes up a little bit. You always get that initial spike. He goes down to 98 and it's back up to 114, and now he's at about 102. This card here, when it comes out, it's always going to go down. This card into it has a peak of going back up. So like as you can see, by the 9th, by Saturday he's down because obviously people then. He's still in packs, and then you got Monday, Tuesday, you got Wednesday, he's down, and then he's back up to 100. This is because he's out of packs, and by next week, let's say like Thursday, Friday, people are putting him in their teams, and he's back up. We're going to have a look at the predictions this week, and I think you'll be able to do well on some of these cards, right? But don't worry about Luis Suarez. You've got Hernandez down here, right? You've got Pepe, which is naughty, but I don't think it's worth trading with. You've Rashford that can work as well. I think might have some initial packs. So let's go and have a look at Rashford, right? Predicted. Sorry, where's he predicted to? If we wait a minute. He's predicted for like a left wing, right? So we're going to have a look at Rashford's card. Now his striker card should probably get panic sold a little bit, but everyone wants Rashford as a striker anyway. So you might see that card get panic sold a little bit. Is it been panic sold yet? We'll go back because this is not nice, right? But where has he been? He can hit like 500k Thursday, Friday. He can hit like 500k. This card potentially could go up by the weekend. You might see that with St. Maximin out. He might have. I mean, he might have been panic sold yesterday with all these French strikers out. Yeah, 448 back up to 478. That's something you could have looked out for as well. And there's 86. I don't think there's 86 get panic sold too much. Don't forget this card's useless until like February. So even though he did get panic sold a lot, he is on the rise again. Yeah, 49 is down a little bit. Yeah, I'd be interested in this card. This card gets panic sold and it goes down to like 440, 430. I think it's only going to rise. And then you've got Hernandez, which Hernandez here. Now you've got to be careful with these kind of cards because he's got 2 informs, right? So I'll be looking at this 85 one here. Now he's sitting at like 218k, right? 103k. Down here he's at 177. Goes out of packs. He's at 217, and he's about 2-3. He's about 218 at the moment. This card is if he gets an 86, this card will get panic sold like hell for the first few hours, and then you'll kind of see like a dead thing what he's going at. So probably, let's say if he gets sold a lot, and this could happen, right? It's my prediction. It might not happen, but this happens a lot. Card could potentially go down until Thursday, maybe middle of the day till Thursday. People didn't get the Hernandez they wanted, and his 86 is going to be a little bit too expensive just for one rating more, so people are going to end up going back and buying this card. A lot of people have picked up this card already, so if you want this card, you're going to have to go and buy him for probably a higher price, because his 86 is going to be probably one of the best left backs in the game, highest rated as well. Well, not highest rated, but high rated as well. A very usable and good card. I think this card will get panic sold, and I think it will go up initially once it's been panic sold. Now you're probably looking at a buy time around about Thursday. I'll probably say like 11, 12 o'clock, because everyone's, even if the people are at work, they normally open their rewards on their phone. So if they realise they don't get them, there's going to be a lot of coins in the market. I can imagine this card going back up. So that's kind of how I would predict it. Would predict a lot of it this year, because it's happened time and time again. Even with the St. Maximin, it happened as well. And then I've bought a few Mendy's just because of the whole trend trading thing, right? Where Mendy's price, I think I got him for like 36, maybe. I've got another one in the club that I might actually start using because I haven't used him. 36, 36. Yeah, so like, I mean, that one's got a shadow on. It's a little bit more expensive, but going to have a look at Mendy's price now. Even if Mendy's going down, I'm expecting Mendy to go up by the weekend just because of all the French league links that are going on this week. If people can't afford that Hernandez or don't want to pay for that Hernandez at that price, I mean, people will probably end up going to Mendy, right? Now, I've been a bit early on getting this card, right? You probably want to pick him up Thursday during rewards in the morning because that's probably when you're going to get the best deal on him. Like, you'll probably get a few snipes at like 34, 33. Probably get a few bids in because people don't really bid in the mornings. So that's probably where you can do that. That's where I might actually come in and do it because you can see this card. It happens week in, week out that this card always trends up 4 or 5k more because there's a lot more coins in the market, and there's still people that can't really go out and afford 40k, 45k on a card like this, especially with Christmas as well around the corner. People getting the game the first time, they're gonna come on, they're gonna spend their points or whatever they want to do, and yeah, they're gonna. So you went for 221 in the end. It's gonna make a little bit more coins come on the market, and cards like that maybe fluctuates a little bit more. I'm not really sure. And then we've got what have we got on the? Got anything coming out? Does it say we've got anything coming out in the next couple of days? You know, we get an SBC every day, right? I'm not sure. I'm not really sure. I don't know where it says. And with objectives as well, making coins on objectives. When they do these new, did they do a new milestone or did they do someone new? I think it was an objective, right? This card here, right? So now you've probably got with La Liga players, you've probably got La Liga players going up, right? So you've probably got the likes of Dest gone up, a lot of coins. It was only a matter of time before they'd done a La Liga player, right? So let's have a look at Dest. Now I know Dest was 800 coins just because I bought him, right? And he was in my team. There you go, right? It's 2k. That's how much his price has gone up, and you can kind of predict these things, right? Because he's a 75 rated, so he can get into everyone's team. Probably one of the quickest low rated ones you can actually put in your team. That's going to be a deal. It's not going to be a lot, right? I mean, I wouldn't say that was an amazing deal. I mean, yeah, that's what it is. But yeah, so this is a card. Don't forget, don't sit on these cards, right? Because these cards are only going to go down. I can actually send for 1.8. These cards are actually only going to go down because obviously he's probably gone down a little bit from where he was yesterday. The thing is, the more people get these cards done, I mean, the less value they're worth because no one's using them then. You might see this card rise a little bit more going into where past Christmas where people have got this card. Sorry, where people are getting FIFA. Might see this card rising a little bit more. Try and get one. Des might be a really good one to snipe, but yeah, or even like bid on, you know, because people are not really thinking about it. It's early in the morning here. I mean, people are not really going crazy this moment in time trading, so maybe you can get involved something like Dest, right? Probably Militau's gone up a little bit. Not sure how much Militao was. I can't imagine he was that expensive. Yeah, he's not that expensive now anyway, I don't think. 2.2k. Not bad for Militao, I suppose. There are a few La Liga players that will be expensive and gone up in price. So if you're not using these cards right, maybe go in your club, get rid of them, see what's going on there. And yeah, I mean these 83s and stuff probably ain't the best. Want to be looking at. It's mainly, and this is so true. The shits. It's defenders, right? Defenders prices always go up. And it's so weird, right? Because people will build a team around around their defenders than anything else. Like so many people have built a team around Mendy and Gomez this year that they've actually got not good attackers because they wanted Gomez and Mendy and Varane. It's quite ridiculous. But as you can see, Muriel here, he's probably gone up a ton. We compare his price. He's like 3k now. Maybe not 3k, probably like 2.5 or something, but you know, this card was probably 800 to 900 coins the other day, so yeah, you can probably do this as well, and you can probably judge us from other leagues, right? So um if we haven't had a league yet, so if there's a league that we haven't had yet, and they might do it. I mean, you could definitely go in and do this. You could definitely think, all right, so they haven't done a lot of this this league yet. Let's go and buy some low rated fast players, and let's just sit and wait on them. And you can make a killing, right, by literally not doing anything. Like if you went and bought, you could literally make 800 coins. You could have probably made close to about 800 to 850 coins on each desk you bought, right? If you bought 100 of them, that's 80k. Just by literally leaving Dest in your club, like leaving him on the transfer list or whatever you're doing with him, unassigned. They made a killing. That's something you could probably go and look at on other leagues and stuff. They probably will do it with a few other leagues. Probably Premier League. We haven't had too many Premier League players. So like players like Ake always fly up. Tomore, right? He always goes up. And what you want to do, right, is with Tomore, is you probably want to do it. So this card, like yeah, this card normally hits like 3 to 4k. It's mental, right? Like 1-4 at the moment. 1-5. And this is a card you probably can snipe tomorrow as well. When rewards are being opened, no one's looking at it tomorrow, right? Always rises. It's always worth a little bit, right? Just because of objectives and things like that. They've done another player objective in the Premier League. This card's hitting like 3 to 4k. Honestly, it impacts it that much. But that's a bit for the video anyway, lads. So yeah, if you did enjoy the video, bit of thumbs up, subscribe if you're new. Hope you stayed around to the end, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.